guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be looking at one of the biggest news in F1. Is Ford returning to F1? Well, stick around to find out, and without even wasting any more time, let's just get into it. The Formula 1 world champions Red Bull Racing and automaker Ford have announced a new partnership called Red Bull-Ford Powertrains. Well, Ford CEO Jim Farley and Ford Performance Motorsports Global Director Mark Rushbrook told Motor Trend that the two companies would begin working together immediately, which could improve Red Bull's performance in the meantime through a deeper pool of various technical resources while waiting for F1's next generation clean fuel hybrid power units to be seen in competition in 2026. The parties have entered into a binding agreement that will remain in effect through the conclusion of the 2030 Formula 1 season. The news is F1's latest and best kept secret. While rumours of a Ford-Red Bull alliance were not widespread for long, they gained traction in recent weeks, though the exact nature of the arrangement remained unknown until now. According to Ford, the link represents a partnership on hybrid technology in which they will lend their expertise. Ford's focus will be not only on the hybrid portion, but also on assisting in software development and analytics. In other words, this isn't the typical engine supply deal in which a large manufacturer designs and builds complete engines and delivers them to a partner racing team. Red Bull has long operated in this manner, most recently with Honda. The Japanese company officially exited F1 at the end of the 2021 season, but it continues to provide technical support to Red Bull. The team will still continue to use Honda-designed hybrid power units until the new F1 formula is introduced in the 2026 season. The Red Bull management reportedly decided it wasn't prepared to give up control of an outfit known for its flexibility in operations and its ability to react quickly to changing competitive circumstances, and so talks with Porsche to have the German automaker acquire large stakes in the team's parent company, Red Bull Technologies, broke down in September of last year. A Porsche investment was reportedly avoided by Red Bull because of concerns that the company's lauded lean culture, developed over nearly 2 decades, would be stifled by the bureaucracy and politics typical of large corporate endeavors. The team's new partnership with Ford is designed to avoid this while also giving Red Bull access to one of the world's largest automakers' technical prowess. It is unclear how the two companies will collaborate to develop powertrains, but it appears Red Bull will have a significant oversight of the core combustion engine while Ford will drive the hybrid side of the equation. As you know, Ford is no stranger to F1. It has a long F1 history, beginning with its collaboration with engine builder Cosworth to produce the famous DFV V8 engine, which first raced in 1967 and remained competitive until its final season in 1983. Ford-powered cars have also won 174 Grands Prix, 10 F1 Constructors' Championships, and 13 Drivers' Championships. However, Ford has struggled for success in the modern era, with Michael Schumacher winning the 1994 Drivers' Championship in the Benetton B194. It later partnered with 3-time world champion Jackie Stewart to form Stewart Grand Prix, which struggled for strong results between 1997 and 1999. From 2000 to 2004, the Blue Oval took over the effort and rebranded it as Jaguar, but it too never developed into a frontrunner. Ford eventually sold Jaguar to Red Bull ahead of the 2005 season, and the company has been out of F1 ever since. Today's F1 rules require hybrid power units that include a 1.6-litre turbocharged V6 engine that runs on conventional fuel and a complex hybrid battery electric system. New rules for 2026 call for a switch to fully sustainable fuel, reduced fuel flow and consumption, and nearly 3 times more electric power from a simplified hybrid setup. That's just one of the reasons Ford believes right now is the right time to rejoin the series. Farley told Motor Trend that the big story for them is that the way they're getting back into Formula 1 is innovative and a little bit scrappy. For them to go in on the powertrain side, they really want to have a strategic and technical partnership with Red Bull for that next gen of 26 motors and powertrains, which will use that really clean fuel. So they're entering a sport that is going clean but still has a lot to offer technically, such as software and battery technology. When asked if Ford considered starting its own team from scratch, as Michael Andretti and Cadillac want, or taking over an existing team, as Audi will do when it replaces Alfa Romeo at Sauber in 2026, Farley explained why such a strategy wasn't on the cards. Well, first, they looked at their entire motorsport strategy, and they are really betting on off-road, dominating off-road globally, and also Mustang, turning it into a motorsport business. And in the end, they wanted to be super efficient. They want the impact to be completely incremental fundamentals, so in the case of technology, they learn things that they can only learn through this partnership. Also, the powertrain was changing, and they wanted to get in when it came to sustainable fuel, but they had expertise in electric propulsion, hybrid systems, softwares, and other areas that they needed, and vice versa. So they were just super practical and wanted to be street smart about this one. Farley also emphasized the tangible benefits F1 can bring to Ford's production vehicles rather than pursuing this joint venture primarily for brand marketing and image purposes. He stated that they would begin developing the 26-inch motor as well as the hybrid system and all of the software controls immediately in order to be competitive in Formula 1. He believes that for this, they must learn because their EV product development was off cycle. This will give them an advantage because they're currently designing their second generation of electric vehicles, and because most of their competitors are just releasing their first true ground-up EVs, the lessons they will learn over the next 2 years, such as the aero lessons he shared, will be critical for the second cycle of the product. Farley claims that simulation is now a critical success factor in Formula 1, as well as in the development of their second cycle of EVs and digital software. Later, he emphasized aerodynamics, an F1 specialty, and advanced software development as key appeal components. He emphasized the importance of aerodynamics in these electric vehicles. This happens because if you discover a significant aero advantage, you could save thousands of dollars on the costs of the EVs Ford builds. He went on to say that it's a major customer issue and that the better the aero, the lower the cost of these electric vehicles for customers. It's as if we're moving from the analog combustion world to the digital and aero world, but the concept remains the same, that is a win on Sunday and sell on Monday. Farley stated that Red Bull does not want to enter Formula 1 and wait 10 years. They want to be a top-tier brand from the beginning, and the powertrain technical relationship allows them to do so. Customers will undoubtedly see this applied to software updates in their vehicle, as well as aero in their production vehicles, he continued. And to be honest, he assured them that this technical exchange would teach them a lot more about materials and other things. Ford is aware of F1's recent popularity surge, dubbed the Drive to Survive effect after the hit Netflix series that follows the sport from the inside, but it appears that phenomenon is a bonus on top of the company's desire to gain real-world technological advantages by entering the series. Farley admitted that their return coincides with the popularity of Formula 1. He went on to say that the addition of a few more tracks and races in the United States has just sweetened the pot for their relationships because it's near their home market. Farley stated that they're an American company, and Formula 1 is also rapidly growing. According to him, the potential new audience was what drew him to that side. The audience is extremely diverse, as well as much younger than their customers in the entire automotive industry, and it's a perfect platform for them to begin connecting with people through their EVs. He explained that they're not competing in the commodity EV market with Mach-E and Lightning, but are instead focusing heavily on personality vehicles. Also included are specialty vehicles such as pickup trucks and performance EVs. Farley believes that this is the most effective platform for connecting with others. He acknowledged that Red Bull is another excellent marketing platform, but the essence of it is really the exchange of technology, and Formula 1's popularity is just an unanticipated benefit.